Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Amit Kinan and today we will going to talking with Miles.
Uh, hey, what's good?
Miles, what does the phrase "What's the matter" mean?
You cut off there. What were you about to ask?
What does the phrase "the What's the matter" mean?
The what's the matter face? Usually that's the look of someone who knows something is off. It's a mix of concern and curiosity, like tilted head, narrowed eyes. You thinking of a specific emoji or just how people look when they're checking in on you?
When do people usually say "What's the matter"?
Most of the time, it's when they spot a vibe shift. Like if you're unusually quiet or you've got that look on your face where you're clearly stressed but trying to hide it. It's basically a way of saying, I see something's up and I'm giving you the floor to talk about it. Depending on how it's said, though, it can go from actually caring to just being nosy. You ever have people ask you that when you're just vibing in your own head?
Is this phrase used to show care or
Usually, yeah. It's generally meant to show they're paying attention to you. Like they notice you're not yourself and they want to help. But like I said, it's all in the delivery. A soft tone means they've got your back. A sharp tone might just mean they're annoyed that you're acting weird.
can you give a simple example of using this phrase?
Sure. Imagine you're sitting with a friend at a cafe. You've been staring at your phone for a few minutes without saying a word, just frowning a bit. Your friend stops talking, tilts their head slightly, and gives you that look. Eyes a little narrowed, soft expression, and asks, what's the matter? It's that immediate visual cue that they've noticed your mood changed.
Is what's the matter the same as what's wrong?
Pretty much. They're basically twins. But if you want to get picky, what's wrong can sometimes sound a bit more urgent, like something is actually broken or a disaster happened. What's the matter feels a little more like they're asking about your mood or a feeling. It's a subtle difference, but it's there.
Where do people ask the question when someone looks sad?
Usually anywhere where there's a bit of a connection, like at home with family, in the office when a coworker notices you're staring blankly at your screen, or just hanging out with friends. It's less about the place and more about the fact that someone is actually tuned into your frequency. You notice it more in places where people actually care if you're having a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
Can this phrase be used with friends and family?
Oh, for sure. That's actually where you'll see it the most. Um, with family, it's usually that mom radar kicking in the second you walk through the door. With friends, it's more of a check in to make sure you're still with them. It's a high trust kind of look because you're basically admitting your face is giving away a secret.
How does this question make someone feel?
It really depends on the vibe. If you're actually struggling, it can feel like a huge relief. Like you don't have to carry it alone because someone finally noticed. But if you're just in a mood or need space, it can feel a bit invasive, like you're being put on the spot to explain yourself when you don't even have the words yet.
What is the difference between what's the matter and what's happening?
I think you're getting cut off again. You were asking about the difference between what's the matter and something else. You mentioned ethnic right at the end there.
Is the phrase come in everyday English?
You're still clipping a bit. I'm only catching fragments. Try saying it one more time. What were you comparing? What's the matter to?
How can we answer when someone asks what's the matter?
It really depends on if you actually want to talk about it. If you're cool and just vibing, a simple nothing, I'm just thinking does the trick. But if something is actually up and you trust them, you can just be real. Like, I've had a rough morning, just processing it. And if you're not in the mood to dive into it, you can always go with, I'm all right, just need a minute to myself. Do you usually prefer to open up when people ask, or do you tend to keep it under wraps?
Can children also use this face?
Totally. Kids are actually great at this. They've got a way of spotting a mood shift before adults even realize it's happening. You'll see a kid tilt their head and ask what's wrong with total honesty. It's usually way less filtered than when adults do it, which sometimes makes it feel even more genuine.
Okay, Miles, how can we answer? Say someone ask, what's the main matter? Sorry,
Wait, what's wrong with me? No
sorry.
worries at all. We're all good.
What is the important to ask someone if they are okay?
It's huge. Just knowing that someone noticed you're off can change your whole mood. It makes a person feel seen, you know? It's like a signal that says you're not just a face in the crowd, but that your energy actually matters to someone. A small bridge can be the difference between someone spiraling in their own head and actually starting to feel better.
Okay, what lesson can we learn from this simple expression?
The big takeaway, it's all about the power of paying attention. In a world where everyone's usually glued to a screen or rushing to the next thing, actually noticing the subtle shift in someone's vibe is a rare move. Teaches us that the smallest act of awareness, just seeing someone for who they are in that moment, can be the most meaningful thing you do for them all day.
Okay, what is your favorite way of show for
That's a
someone?
pivot. Wait, so are you asking about shopping as a way to learn something about people? Because if you're talking about people watching, the grocery store or a mall is basically a gold mine for seeing how people actually operate in the wild.